I gotten skinnier, I guess. No, it's a different person. Hello, it's me, Flowbeat, NENE, local Eddie extraordinaire, you know, the usual. And I'm sitting here trying to get into this top 16 with.
I'm Hausman. You had me earlier as commentary.
Yeah, my man's been here like the whole day. Like I've seen you just like working it.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our different parts right now, but right now we're going to be trying to guide the audience through our top 16 of Tekken 7. It's been a long day for the Tekken players, to say the least.
I see Ty and I see, all right, I see some familiar faces. Let's go.
It's Ty and Jay George up first.
Yeah, Jay George and Ty. So we got the Asuka and we got the Marta going on right now. Both characters, they're both known, both players, they're known for like a whole bunch of characters and everything. I know Ty got a whole roster of characters he likes to use, so does Jay George. Shout outs to 20Z.
I feel like I've seen more of the Asuka though than anything else.
Yeah, Asuka is definitely his strongest character. I'd say Marduk is definitely one of Ty's strongest characters as well. So we got Par, Ty, and Jay George, 20Z. We're gonna get right into it. They need to swap the names around though. Ty is the Marduk and Jay George is the Asuka. Ooh. But it's okay, there we go.
Yeah, if it's a little tough for you to know right now, Ty's the one beating the other man.
Yeah, it's a back and forth right now. Marduk had the advantage, but we look like we're about to go downstairs real quick.
Ooh, okay, put him to sleep first though.
Yep, catch his reversal. Are we going around the world? Nope. Floor break, no, throw break. Nobody's home for the DF2. All right, basher in the head, no break, and an Oki guarantee. So one more mix-up and that was enough to cinch that round. So you was on commentary all day. What do you feel about the Tekken action going on? Like, what do you think about all this excitement?
I mean, I haven't been able to see these two go at it so far, obviously. But right now, it's been definitely a lot of slobber knocker, not trying to play it safe at all in a lot of particular circumstances.
Yep.
Going for your high-value options. Ooh.
Masterfully tech that tackle earlier, but Asuka needs another running knee.
Such a good closer.
Yeah, Ty's been on point with this.
I'd have some of that range that Marduk has, just definitely giving him a bit of an advantage.
Right, he's a big boy. He's a big beefy boy. Mance has a lot of heavy normals. He has mix-ups and a whip on the forward two. He's gonna pay for that greatly. Another Oki setup.
Catches him once low.
Jay George has to do something. No break, and he cinches it easily and convincingly.
Yeah, Jay's definitely looking a little overwhelmed, both in terms of the mid-range. That range is just looking a little too far for him to ever set up a situation. Because Asuka's really good at whip punishing, right?
Yeah, Asuka's good at whip punishing. And we got Fred giving him advice, but Jay George is like, I don't want your advice. Get away from me. They're both brothers, by the way. They're both good. Both skilled players. But yeah, Asuka's really good at whip punishing, so if I was into Asuka in the situation, I would wait for Marduk to do something, risky. But Ty is really good at fundamentals, so it's going to be really hard to open Ty up in that regard. So it's an even matchup, though.
Okay.
It can swing either way, especially in an infinite stage like this.
Will definitely help in at least allowing themselves to space themselves out without getting put into the wall or something like that. Ooh.
And in just 3 hits already. Oh, whiff on the down back 4 and again. Forward 2. Didn't whiff that time. So this puts Asuka at a situation.
Finally able to get that game plan started.
All right, and both characters are now even, but all Marduk needs is one good counter hit. Nice punish. You
gotta press something though. Oh, gets in.
Whiff, there we go. We whipping that down forward 1. Sorry. And another one. He needs to start teching those throws. He's good at teching those tackles, but he needs to start teching those throws. All right. Down forward 1, 2. Down forward 2. Okay, keep it simple.
Wow.
Nice back 3. All right. One more. Oh, the unblockable. Nice. So Jay George needs to do more of that offense. Like, he can't be passive, and he has to make every hit count, just like that. Maybe the infinite stage is what he needed.
Yeah, unfortunately, the aggression just whiffed there, allowing Ty an opportunity. Not able to keep it going, though. Oh, okay, I spoke too soon.
Yep. He tried to go for the feint, but just one mix-up away.
Hey.
Oh, nice punish on the back three.
That was really nice.
All right, again, not taking the throws.
Maybe thinking way too hard about this ground game and not worrying about how we're going to break out of these throws.
Yep, Marduk is a grappler after all, even though he has excellent normals, and we're getting tossed in the air. No break. Tossing it like a ragdoll. One more. Oh, wrong tack.
Yeah, just last minute drop. Hey.
Nice.
Das boot.
Jay George definitely had momentum with that Asuka matchup, but it's just Marduk is such a dominating character. And like, again, he's a grappler, but he has excellent normals and excellent ways to pressure you in that regard if you're not ready, especially if you're whipping. So
yeah, if your mindset's entirely about trying to figure out where his range is, trying to remember where that is, where you can whip punish, that leaves you just vulnerable to the slight movement forward into the throw, and then you're not teching at that point. You're not thinking, how do I break this? That just leaves another vulnerability for you.
Right, because at the end of the day, like, you gotta respect his grabs, which is also good. You gotta respect his offense. Like, he has 50-50s in his regular attacks, and he has 50-50s in his throws. So Marduk is a definite, like, you know, solid character. Even though Asuka did get buffs in the latest patch, she finally has a proper 10-frame jab. Congratulations to her, but right now we have, I know the guy in the champion shirt is Run It Back Eddie. Yeah, Run It Back Eddie.
And then Nameless should be his opponent.
Nameless, yeah. So yeah, another solid matchup. At this point, top 16, we're gonna have a lot of notable names in the scene, both in the East Coast, like Northeast, of course New York and everything, and South, you know, like just basically in the East Coast in general. So shout outs to New York City Tekken. Definitely training ground for many of our soldiers fighting today. And we're just gonna get right into it. So expecting Eddie to pick Hwadong, of course.
Yeah, we saw them earlier. Doing really well with that rush down aggression that just pretty much annihilated everybody in their pool.
Right. Eddie is definitely a confident player in that regard, like probably one of the best Hwadongs in not even, I would say not even just East Coast, like I would dare say in the States. And I know that's a pretty bold statement to make, but this man's very solid with his character. Like, he knows Hwadong like the back of his hand. But don't sleep on Nameless either. Nameless is also a really good player as well. Like, all these players are really good. If you're top 16 at this point, you're basically a staple.
Yeah, their Anna was definitely shown not to only have the mix-up, which is just like a staple of the character.
Yeah.
If you're playing Anna, you're going for the mix-up. But not only that, but they were really going on their approach. They knew when to sort of throw out a button in terms of a counter poke, and obviously how to convert off of it. So it's gonna kind of come down to, can Nameless withstand the confident aggression from Eddie?
Right.
Or can he even stop it before it gets started?
Right, because both characters definitely rely on momentum, especially Anna with her tricky setups and her like crushing of lows and everything, and Hwadong with his many moves. So let's see how this plays out right now.
All right, there's a dash forward stance. Oh!
Okay, we got that. Oh, got caught. No confirmed though.
Interesting trade.
All right, backlash on the block. Oh, no punish.
Hey, the power
Nice
crush.
power crush.
Yeah, just to clean it out.
All right, just keeping safe movements, overwhelming him with that. Oh, just frame.
We've
Round
seen
start.
it. We've seen that as his round start
That's the Eddie special right there.
so often.
Already 50%.
And you
done,
can understand
toasted.
why. You can
Yep.
understand why he uses it. It's so effective.
So, like, just frame Skyrock is such a good move. Like, even on block is really safe. And now just like that, answering him for perfect.
And again.
Yep, again.
Hope you're not. I hope you all at home are not sick of watching that, because that is gonna keep happening.
I'm definitely not. Like, if they let him get away with it, he's gonna keep doing it. Like, that's his signature. Like, you can't let him get away with that. See, he doesn't even do it this round because I spoke too soon. See?
Like, so what do you do against that? Like,
The best thing to do is just respect it. Like, if you know you're going to get hit with a very safe launcher like that, the best you could do is, like, expect it. Like that, you just gotta expect it.
You just accept your lot in life.
No, not accept it, expect it. So, like, you gotta be ready for that to just happen immediately, and it's an execution thing. So, like, the just frame, the sparks and everything makes that super safe on block. So even if you block it, you got to get ready to like plan Hordong's next move. But if Nameless keeps putting up that pressure that he did in round start, like the first round of the previous match, he may be able to turn it around, but again, Hordong's a impressive character, and you got the wall.
I mean, right now Nameless is playing second fiddle. They're almost not even a factor in the set currently. It's just run it back, throwing out options that are annihilating Nameless and their defense. Like, this might be one of the cases where the best defense is a good offense, and unfortunately, Nameless right now has not been able to establish that in the last, it feels like 4 rounds.
Right? Yeah, he's letting him walk all over him.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's see if see if he can do something. Oh, all right. You gotta respect that. She is plus on that. And just like that, we're evening it up. Nice little hop kicks. Let's see, one more mix up. Oh, spring kick. Oh, throw. Oh, simple stomp.
All right, set point right now for running back.
Set point for running back. Running back Eddie, set point. Oh, there you go. Gotta watch your distance. More of that.
Yeah, finally gets it to whiff, but just because of the lack of punish, Run It Back is able to just throw himself at him regardless.
Oh, stay too soon. Like, she's coming up with a launcher this time. Maybe we go to the wall. Nope, decides to go for the ground, Oki.
Again.
There we go, again.
Hey.
Side step launcher. Down forward 2.
That was brutal.
Yep, Eddie convincingly wins that set with a really commandingly, like, once he just kept hitting her with just frames, it was just, it was over.
Yeah, and we did see the alternative to that where, you know, he whiffed 1 or 2, but I feel like Nameless's soul had been crushed so heavily by that point. They weren't even looking to whiff punish it. They just see it come out and they're like, yep, that's it. There's not, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna challenge this? No.
Right.
But you know what could be challenged is the match arena we have going on right now. There's a nice $2,000 prize pool right now, but you have the opportunity to make it even bigger. The top contributor today will receive a custom, one-of-a-kind micro box. The artwork of it is in the center of this screen here, and gosh darn, it is beautiful. So if you want to scan that QR code to bring you to the match arena page to give an opportunity to donate to the prize pool, now's your chance.
And here in the green shirt, we have SPERO GIN, so definitely kind of biased opinion here, but he's an Eddie player, and I'm an Eddie player as well in Tekken, so he's basically like one of the better Eddie players, one of the best Eddie players rather, not just in the States but in the world or whatever, even comparing to John Ding, of course. So it's a rare sight to see SPERO GIN in an offline environment, especially like up north. So definitely he's been making his way towards the pools and just, you know, just doing what he does best with his chicory, with, you know, capoeira and everything. So definitely it's nice to see him again after, you know, of course, pandemic and everything. It's nice to see so many returning players come back offline and just do their thing and do their best.
Well, I mean, he's definitely done his best so far, making it to winner's top 16 here. His opponent's going to be CARBONCLYVE here, who I believe I was seeing them earlier. Were they also an Anna player?
Yeah, I think he was an Anna player too, because I do remember seeing in polls like he was definitely playing Anna against like someone that I was, like a friend of mine or whatever. So we might have a back-to-back Anna play, but I'm not really too sure about the Anna-Eddie matchup. That's an interesting one, honestly. Both characters you definitely don't see in a tournament setting too often, but when you see specialists play like earlier in the top 16, they really do a lot of things to make their characters look really great.
Give you plenty of ideas, plenty of things you can add to your own gameplay and strategy.
Right.
And maybe not to rag on the poor guy, he just got 2-0, but like we didn't get to see much Anna play in that last set anyway. So hopefully, you know, CARBONCLYVE gets to give us some impression of how the character can kind of work in this matchup. Now with Eddie, with Eddie, obviously you know a ton about the character. Do you want to make the first approach as this character? Do you want to try? Do you want to do similar to what running back Eddie was doing with his Warang? Do you want to rush her down? Do you want to try to give her space? What is the game plan?
The thing is, watching SPERO play, he's more of a defensive player. So he's the type of person to get that early lead, and then he's going to be the type to backdash and evade. He has handstands and the relax stance and everything. So he's going to want to get that early lead, and he's going to want to make his distance known. But at the same time, if Anna is approaching him, he's going to want to counter with his own offense. So the way that he plays is you basically give the opponent enough rope to, whatever you want to do with it. You just basically give them a rope. You just basically give them the trap and be like, hey, look at this delicious piece of like meal or whatever, and then you just pull it out like Charlie Brown. You just take the football out where they try to make for the kicks.
All right.
So
well, we'll see. We'll see if we can Charlie Brown this guy here. All right, we are seeing the matchup we expected, Anna versus Eddie.
And it's the same stage again, Brimstone and Fire.
Well, random select.
All right,
He's
random
a
select.
cruel mistress indeed.
Yeah, both characters are really good at the wall, so it's actually pretty even. Whoever got the first command hit.
Ooh, good interruption.
There we go. All right, we're going to the wall. All right, tries to go for the. Once again, going for the wall.
Unfortunate situation there. Definitely didn't want to corner themselves with that option.
Right. Go for command throw to end the round. No tap. Keep it simple.
SPERO looking really strong in round 1.
Yep. Nice hop kick. All right, so it's Anna's turn to hit that wall and see what she does next. Oh, nice side step.
Really similar to SPERO, actually. Gets the wall, manages to corner themselves by accident.
All right, so Eddie's doing what Eddie does best. Doesn't really have the best side step in the game, but he definitely makes up for that for one of the best lateral movements. So we're going to the wall again. See one more mix up. Oh no! She just fired from low cylinders and you get hit with the counter hit. Oh, side step 3+4.
Oh, side step looks good enough.
Yeah. Especially with the 3+4 because like before he does the cartwheel is really evasive.
Ooh.
And he's just turning this into a combo video right now. Nice side step evasion. Blocks that time.
Got a little greedy.
Oh, tried to go for the power crush, but he answered with his own counter hit. It just wasn't enough.
Wow, that was the first game number 1 there. Looking both in terms of the game plan that you mentioned of creating that amount of space just for the opponent to whiff and then run right in with their whiff punish option. But even just on a pretty standard basis, like you saw Anna set up that pressure and immediately just get checked out of it.
Yeah.
SPERO was not looking to let her game plan get started in the slightest.
Yeah, like at the last round, like when SPERO did his power crush, Anna did check him with the counter hit low, and that was a good start to what would have been potentially a comeback, but maybe just some minor like adjustments would be enough to set the whole plan straight, but it's going to be a tall order. Never say never though.
Well, you got 1 life to live here, CARBONCLYVE.
Right?
Oh.
Super evasive with the handstand down 3+4. We're going to the wall, going for a mix-up, guaranteed. No block on the low.
Okay.
Looks like you're pressing too many buttons. Wake up low this time.
Yeah, waking up with violence, always good.
All right, she might get the wall. Nope. Goes for ground Oki. Oh, okay.
I like that evasive maneuver. Really.
Yeah.
Could have been blown up, but it just wasn't looking for it.
he's been hitting it nice with the while standing twos all set that far. Like that's a really evasive move. Again, while standing twos. So like when you're crouching, you can duck highs, of course, but his property with down forward with him while rising two, he gets extra evasive properties from that as well. So Anna needs to stop throwing stuff out like that so she won't get caught into a situation.
I think the more life they lose, the more desperate they are to kind of throw out those options. And it does kind of go into a spiraling issue.
Right. It's exactly what I mentioned about how Eddie gives his opponent just enough rope to do whatever they want. You can either climb yourself out of the hole or you can just, wrap it around your neck. But
right now, that is tightening at the moment. So little life left, and
no
doesn't even tech.
The rodeo finish.
Oh, no tech on that. That'll be a 2-0.
2-0.
SPERO.
2-0 SPERO.
Knocking the second Anna in this winner's side down to losers.
Right.
Wow, that. All three of our top 16 so far have been 2-0.
Yeah. Is definitely at this point in time where like whoever's focused on the game plan, focused on winning, they're definitely going to make sure their plan succeeds. And what's funny is that like in a lot of tier lists and a lot of like professional tier lists, you consider like Eddie being like of the lower end of the spectrum or whatever. And I agree, like you have to work for your win for characters like Eddie and stuff like that. But in my opinion, I think that all the characters in the game are relatively close to each other. It's more so player knowledge. So if you know what your player is about to do, if you know what the opponent's about to do, if they're being hesitant, you can just use your tools against them. And that's honestly the greatest thing about Tekken, in my opinion. Like, you could pick your favorite, you could pick whoever you want, and you could just make things work in your regard if you let it happen.
We're definitely seeing that right now. I mean, there's a level of you hate to use this term, but like just being outplayed at a certain part where you're maybe relying too much on a game plan that sure has gotten you to this point in top 16 of a 72-man bracket, but you've hit the wall, and this is the wall right now. Some people are either going to climb over it or they're going to fall right into the mud below. And right now, unfortunately, loser side is the mud below as it is. But there's time to learn. But right now, we're going to be on our last game of winner side top 16. We're going to have Jin versus NENE. But I did see
NENE.
Art. I did see Art sitting down. I saw Art sitting down there, so maybe he was just checking, making sure the monitors are running clean and everything.
Sure running good.
I was just making sure I wasn't missing something here, an alias in the Tekken community. But
secret top 16 player cameo, Arturo.
You never know sometimes, man. It's just sketchy. Like, who the hell is? Oh, cool. Oh, it's just Daigo. No biggie. But no, it's we're gonna get Jin versus NENE. I think they're just finishing out some of the technicalities there. So we're gonna go to actually an ad, I believe, that we have for one of our sponsors here. Oh no, we're gonna go talk on the Matcherino.
Matcherino.
Yo, Matcherino. I love Matcherino. They have a bunch of free coupon codes you can use to donate. But if you're feeling super generous, you can be donating so much that you're considered a top contributor. And that will get you a custom, one-of-a-kind micro box. The artwork there is gorgeous. Right now, I fear for my own wallet in terms of looking at that thing. But if you have no fear, feel free to scan the QR code there down below and check out the Matcherino page, where I'm sure you can also find other ways to donate, such as purchases of maybe t-shirts or something like that. You'll find at the bottom of the screen there.
And as someone who owns a snack box micro as well, I definitely recommend, just trying it. Like, it's really solid thing. You can fit it in your bag, you can fit it in your tote bag, whatever. So definitely something to own as well. You got the New York flag, you got the Brooklyn, shout outs to Brooklyn. So definitely a cool piece of thing to own.
I feel like that's a collector's dream there, to get some sort of memorabilia, like high-value memorabilia from every regional tournament such as this.
So we're gonna go right into the matchup with NENE. And the thing about NENE, this past Sunday I name dropped New York City Tekken, of course. So we have a monthly, every month obviously. And this past Sunday was the monthly that NENE actually won against Tai, who fought earlier in the top 16 set. So he's riding high on a win in a monthly against a lot of top contenders, and from what I've seen with his Kazuya is definitely solid and by the book. Like, you'll see it for yourself, honestly. Like, he's really tight. So we'll see how QWERTY Jin's NENE answers, and it's gonna be a really good set, I believe.
Yeah, it might be the closest set we've had so far. Flips the electric bar win, but you know what? We're not even.
No commentators curse. No commentators curse.
Well, it hasn't happened so far yet, but that might have cursed it anyway. We'll just see how things are going. Right now, pretty slow pace so far for both sides.
Right. Kazuya is playing it really safe. Oh, got hit with the command.
Ran right into open arms there. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Use the rage drive there to get some plus frames there. 1-1-2, that's a punish. Not the optimal punish, but it's still enough to close the round on Jin's side.
Round 2.
Ending it with a victory step.
Nothing decisive yet, though.
Yeah, a lot of execution between the two characters, though. Like, it seems like a lot of dancing and moving around, but definitely a lot of movement and advanced, stuff going around. Wave dash, wave roll, all that.
I mean, I think the only things we've been seeing whiff so far are the poison and the electric so far.
Yeah,
everything else has
poison
been
and electric and just a lot of movement.
Everything else has been very precise, making sure to land their blows.
Nice punish.
And this is why you don't want to whiff anything.
Right. That might be enough to kill. It doesn't look like it'll hit, but that's max range. So definitely knowing the character of NENE, the optimal range. Broke his neck and his arm.
At the same time, well, at least it doesn't hurt.
Oh, nice duck. All right, checking him with the side step down for 2. Doesn't quite finish the job. Nice 1-1-2. NENE needs to get on the board real fast. But this NENE's aggressive. Okay, hell sweep. That's a good start.
Wow, what a challenge.
Oh, Doria.
Even still hit at an awkward angle where...
All right, no more mopping the floors for you. That should kill, yep. Running 3.
Round 4.
Or up 4-3, whatever you want to call it, prefer. Doria, we're not sugarcoating it this time. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. NENE is definitely good at not sugarcoating it. It's just that NENE is sugarcoating it.
Right now, yeah, Jin having to go in fully with this life deficit.
Doria.
Runs right into the electric wind again.
Yeah, goes for a simple combo that time, doesn't go for more Dorias.
Nice whip punish.
Nice whip punish, and just like that, NENE turns around, and now it's his game to win and his game to lose simultaneously.
Ooh, big whiff there.
Whiff.
Uh-oh, we're not Tekken?
Not Tekken, give me that neck.
Yeah, Jin looking a little unsettled. Maybe those wooden fists just hit in just the wrong way.
Desperation. Oh. Now Doria. He's going for that guaranteed combo. He's not trying to do it with the execution anymore. Just simple and safe. Not sure that was a good option.
He saw the AI doing it earlier. Just thought, oh, maybe.
Tried to go for a little cheeky mix-up there, but he wasn't falling for it. He called her out with the hell sweep. So we're going to abandon temple now. So we go from infinite stage to a wall stage.
Definitely limits the amount of room you have to move. That being said, it seems like more the issue that Jin is following upon is one that many have dealt with, which is running into that fist over and over again.
Round 1.
You don't know when that's going to happen. Even if you duck it, you got to be ready to punish that if you do.
Oh my
God.
God.
Doria, no sugarcoating it. We're going to the wall.
Woo. I don't know if the wall was such a good choice today.
Yep, it really wasn't.
Oh my God.
From what I've seen from NENE, he's definitely good at wall stages, so this might not have been a good choice. But we'll see. NENE's also good at the wall.
I do love that power crush at the end there, just because you know Jin had to press.
Yep. Oh, nah. Going for that simple combo once again. Guaranteed. He does more damage at the wall anyway, just like that. Wall bounce.
Just let me go. Oh my god.
Down for it too. Oh no.
KO.
Even still, 5-second rule, you drop it, you pick it up, right back up.
Round start, Doria. You already know he's about to punch in. Waifu. Commanding.
That's when you know you're in there.
Down for two once again. Going back to the wall. Just a killer instinct.
Oh my god. Man, it smells blood in the water.
Yep. And this Nina is fighting for her life, and she could have punished that with the hell sweep again, but this time she capitalizes on it. Going for something right now. But
Yeah.
the sidewall is really hurting her.
That's a nice amount of damage. Shame that I just got this fist.
Yep, that
Oh.
fist and that sidewall is in my favor right now.
Ooh,
Oh,
what?
Harada! Harada!
What happened?
Harada, please!
You always forget about the third part of the matchup, the cameraman, and
Yeah,
whether
the
he'll be
cameraman can't
kind.
keep up. Like, they gotta fire that man in Tekken 8 because that is
He sees something scary and he just runs away.
right.
He's dragging the opponent with them. Oh, I gotta get you out of here, man. Oh my
That cameraman was on NENE's side for sure, definitely.
Oh man, to be fair, not like NENE needed any help with that set. He was doing perfectly fine. Had a bit of a rough first round and second round. Definitely was whiffing a lot of those fists. And then something just kind of connected. I'm not sure if it was something on NENE's side or something more Jin. Sometimes you have the opponent just actually let themselves loose. They start running into your game plan that they had been beating before. And I feel like that kind of happened, where Jin was just not really looking for that wind fist and just kind of running into it over and over again. Easier said, easier avoided than done, but that being said, like it kind of was what happened at least.
Yeah, that's the thing with Tekken again. It's a back and forth dance, and if one person takes the lead too much, then it's going to be a lot of work to get that lead back. And that was a lot of things that I've seen in the past monthly as well when NENE won. Like, it was a lot of back and forth, but he would eventually get the lead in the dance, and once Kazuya gets going, it's Doria, he won't sugarcoat it.
No.
He refuses to sugarcoat it.
I know, right? Man is worried about the state of your diabetes.
Man's is FaceTiming his billions of fans saying, watch me beat this guy. I saw you with the phone, I see you.
He does have the stand. He does have everything going on with it. Modern media.
Like a selfie, let's
you know
go.
what? You know what? That's friendly at least. That's
friendly,
not.
yeah, that's friendly.
That's
We
being
gotta
like
accept that. We gotta
me.
accept that.
That's a selfie with your meal right there. But I don't know. We saw. I believe that was Carbon. Was that not?
Yeah, the Anna player, yeah.
Yes. So that was Carbon, meaning he's going up against NAPE Brassler, who won their loser side top 16 match against Tragic Worms. So I believe we didn't get to see it right here, but obviously we saw. I want to say we saw Carbon's Anna, but we didn't really get to see it all that much. It was another situation of just getting rushed down. And not really getting a chance to play their style against, against SPERO's Eddie earlier. So,
Right. And then here it is, third time's the charm. We're gonna promise you we're gonna get you some Anna action for the stream. We're gonna show y'all Anna action. But again, we have Gigas on the screen as well, and Gigas is again another character that a lot of people swear, you know, is on the lower end of the spectrum. So we're seeing a wide range of characters from different types of tiers, and Gigas can definitely pack a wall of, like, his most basic punish deals a lot of damage if you let him, like, you know, it's a lot of whip punishing going on.
oh,
Speak of the devil. Speak of the
okay.
devil again, but oh,
My God.
no
Poor-
tag.
poor
And Hitbox is working in his favor. He gets the key charge. He's like, go ahead and hit me. But that might not be a good option because he gets a little bit of bonus damage.
Woo!
Okay.
Here we go, Carbon finally
Let's
getting
go.
their game plan going.
Just keep that distance going, because if you're close range and you start throwing out random stuff, that might just happen.
Oh boy.
Ah, unfortunate. You can have the best offense, but if you're not teching that throw, you gotta hold it, I guess.
But you know what? At the end of the day, it came down to a single guess right there. Unfortunately, I mean that's not looking too bad for Carbon in comparison to the last set.
He's doing good. He's doing really good this time. It's still really even across the board. He gets plus frames there. Oh, nice stuff. again. He is 3 for 3, I believe.
Oh, he's doing it again.
Power armor. Yeah, that power armor stance is too sick.
Oh.
Nice low into the wake up. Hop kick. Alright, it's still anyone's game, even though Gigas is still 2 up.
Oh my god.
Commentator's curse.
I mean, I think the curse thing is the amount of damage that just did there.
Yeah.
Belly flop, but no.
Yep. He can do that. Even when he belly flops, he's still safe. He can just like swat you out like a fly.
He's just prone. That's all he is. He's still able to swing those big arms of his. And yeah, we're having a fellow player talk right now, trying to figure out what just happened.
Yep. Hope everything's good out front. I'm not sure if anything's okay. I'm not sure.
I mean, we'll take a second. I didn't see too much execution error, at least maybe that was right at the end there. The attempt at the punish was supposed to be something different, but I mean, honestly, thank God. The first round wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
it was a little bit of back, a little bit of forth, and then push comes to shove at some point. But yeah, there was just like terror in the face of the power stance. Just like,
yeah,
I'm gonna go in. Cool, great.
Like I'm gonna go in. Okay, I have armor. I have power crush, and then I'll just punish you from that.
No.
Like, he's a very impressive character in that front. Like, you know, he just his 1-2 alone deals like so much damage. So you just gotta definitely acknowledge the fact that he's a big dude and he has big damage.
Now, I feel like maybe that can be a little circumvented by good movement, not too committal movement, like some nice forms of forward dashing that just let you get closer, especially when they're threatening with that power stance. Because all they're trying to do is say, like, even if you run at me and try to counter hit me while I'm throwing out these big 1-2s, if you guess wrong, you're going to hit my power stance, I'm going to armor it, and I'm going to do massive amounts of damage. And that makes the approach so much more scary. And meanwhile, it seems like the approach has been so linear that the power stance is like the only option that you need. We've barely even seen the 1-2 come out, really.
Anna does have an option to counter that because, like, with power crush moves like that, if you throw someone or if you hit them low, then, you know, you can stuff that out. So Anna definitely has a lot of good lows and everything to counteract that. But again, like, power stance is so quick, you can cancel that and just do whatever if you're expecting a low. So it's definitely a risk-reward type situation going on. Because if you do a low that's too slow, you can block it, and then just, boom, 30% health, all gone.
All right, we have the magician Arturo right now doing his technician magic.
I've noticed that it's been an issue for PS4 controllers rather, because like this been going on for pools. Like even like when I was in the pools myself, like there was people with PS4 like, you know, USB cords or whatever, disconnect issues. Yeah.
I think that comes down more to the cable, unfortunately. Those micro USBs get bent so easily.
Yeah, like that's the one thing I don't like about PS4 controllers, because like, you know, like the back of the PS4 controller, the micro USB socket is right there, but it's like at an angle. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why Sony had done it like that, but
it was a good idea at the time,
yeah.
I guess. But yeah, we see Arturo getting him another cable. Hopefully we'll be able to resume the set once that is put back in. Yeah, hopefully it's an issue just with the cable, not with the actual controller itself.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Like, this isn't the first time this happened today, and usually when this happens, it's the cable, not the controller.
Yeah,
so,
thank God.
Yeah,
oh
cross
my
your fingers.
God.
Like, cross your fingers. You never know. But usually it's the cable and not the controller.
Can you imagine if it was the controller, having to replace those things every couple of months?
That absolutely sucks.
All right.
Shout outs to cream cheese on the bagel, Arturo, helping us out.
Man's having breakfast for dinner. Let's go.
Man's a hard worker. You know, it's breakfast somewhere in the world.
It's time. Well, it's time for our set now. We're, of course, Brassler is up 1 game, as we saw earlier. Carbon's going to try to make this happen,
the
but
power stance too, once again.
Good Lord, dealing over a quarter, and now more than half. Oh, and then the command grab
Almost steals
no
it.
tag again. He has been 100% success rate with those command grabs. Again, taunting. Just grabbing.
It's just let me go, man. Let me go. Ooh, clap.
Heavy hitting. Heavy hitters.
Good delay rise, though, from Carbon there. Oh, no, he just doesn't know what to do. Thankfully, didn't.
Command throw. Well, combo throw, rather. Oh, he's like, no, I don't attack. If he didn't attack, that would have been death, though.
Oh, my God, not like
this.
this.
At that time, so he can attack.
Really flexing, and Carbon just stuck there. That'll be dead.
So afraid.
Just beckoning him to come forward, and you see Carbon just standing there, just wondering, should I go or should I not? And right now is do or die.
He's starting with that launch. Oh, missing the wall. See if he has another opportunity. Goes for the low.
Hey.
No wall, no throw. There we go. Now we're on the board.
That was a pretty domineering round at the very least, but
yeah, starting off with a launcher will do that. But again, like first hit. Generally speaking, whoever gets the first hit definitely gets that advantage. 1-2. 10
not like this. That's dead.
So much damage. Yep.
Oh my
Getting hit
God.
with the floor.
All right, that will be that. Carbon is knocked out of the tournament. Brassler takes him out with a 2-0 in strongman fashion there, just flexing and tossing. I thought I escaped Street Fighter. I thought I was done with Street Fighter. Nope, just back here again, seeing the same stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to be so bold to say that he gets his Abigail, not that crazy.
Oh, I'm thinking Geef. I'm just thinking of Geef just flexing.
His beast
just
you're right.
Oh my God.
Definitely acts in the same way as Geef's beast skill in that regard, if you want to play it like that.
Yeah.
But it would be really crazy to see Abigail. See, I'm thinking about Abigail. Gigas doing like 360 grabs and whatever. That'd be actually terrifying.
Did you not see the command grabs?
Yeah, it was, but I mean, actual
was
like
just as-
SPDs, like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that big body just sitting on top of you. Oh God.
Like you're on a floor break stage, like you're on Forgotten Realm. He does an SPD and it floor breaks. He gets a combo from it. This is why Tekken versus Street Fighter wasn't real. Because imagine
I just realized, nah.
like
nah.
like he gets a full combo from an SPD. That's just incredible.
Keep an eye out for Street Fighter 6, by the way. That might be a thing. But the thing we got going on in front of us right now, I'm trying to reckon. I think I see Nameless there in the left-hand side of the corner.
Our left.
Our left, excuse me. The screen, the audience is left.
Yeah.
And then, of course, his opponent's going to be Baby Jason. Baby Jason, who I have not seen in the tournament yet.
Let's see how it goes for both of these competitors.
All right, I see Anna. That's going to be Nameless, of course. And the
And
Bob. Always a nice day when you see a Bob in a tournament.
Yep,
unless you're the opponent, I guess.
Yep. Bob is definitely a real solid character. He definitely had some buffs in the previous patch as well. All these characters got really good buffs. Anna, Bob. Despite his size and his appearance, Bob is highly an evasive character with his rolls and all types of ways to lower his hurt box. Like that, like perfect example.
The man is a blob, to say the least. Swishing and...
Sonic the Hedgehog, he just rolls everywhere. But you got the wall. Oh, try to go for punish there.
Nameless doing a good job in jailing Jason right now,
keeping
though.
him at the wall. I feel like Bob is trying to go downstairs and he's jailing him at the wall, keeping him pinned down there.
Ooh.
Okay. Nice punish. Okay. Side step. They're really going for that wall there. Opportunity for big damage.
Okay. Throwing around that heel.
Oh, nice punish.
Ooh, I don't even know who won from that trade. I think both sides lost just a bit.
Yeah, it was dead even, but Bob is being really aggressive. Oh, this might be tough.
Ooh, through the wall.
Oki set up one more. Oh, Nice full crouch down forward one, just to seal the deal.
Just starts up with that low, immediately getting a little bit of momentum. But Nameless right now is not looking to let him keep that momentum at all.
And he gets the guaranteed wall. And OP set up once again, Chaos. Just checking him with them lows. Protect your shins.
Good Lord. Is it the small size of the stage or just the options that Anna has that have limited our bot player?
It's a mixture of both, definitely, because like the upper level is kind of small and then the lower level is kind of small unless if you break the wall downstairs. So it's a lot to deal with Anna's just dominating lows. Like I said earlier, Anna has some really good lows, and you've seen that in the previous game. But we're going to the Kinder Gym, which is a very long stage horizontally, so there's a lot more chances for characters to recover in this regard. Like, it's a really weird looking kindergarten stage, but shape-wise, I like it. It's a good stage, like with the shape.
Yeah, if you're leaving your kids somewhere and it looks like this, just take them home. Like, take the day off from work.
Yeah.
find another kindergarten setup. Okay, plus range.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh, roll into the crush.
Gotta love that low profile.
All right. Woo. That side switch. Let's see if it works in Bob's favor with that gut, the power crush gut. Oh, caught mashing. Oh, trading with the rage drive. That was actually in Anna's favor there, surprisingly.
The fact that it didn't kill her meant that it was in her favor. Yeah, absolutely. Woo. Okay.
Check in.
Cute little jab there. You can definitely see Nameless being a bit more hesitant to throw out some options just because Jason does have that space to work with. But now that we're at the wall, I think they're going to go all in. Here it is.
Yeah. And that low, that tricky low. She's trying to go for it once again.
There it is. Set point.
That gut is so powerful, but you got to remember that it's unsafe. That's jab punishable, I believe. Stomping, steppies. And again, that low going to that guaranteed launcher. Oh, yeah. This is where it happens when Anna gets fired up. Like, it's just like sequence after sequence. It's just insane.
Yeah, it was completely one-sided in that affair. I mean, up until this point, we've just been seeing both Anna players have a lot of struggle in terms of their opponent bringing the offensive pressure. And finally, Nameless gets their chance to shine and shows you why they try to suffocate that character. They do not want to let her get started because that looked miserable, to say the least. Thankfully, Baby Jason having a good smile on his face, accepting his place in top 12 there. But, you know, unfortunately goes out of the tournament there.
Yeah, like, this is the most we've ever seen. Well, I personally ever seen of Anna back-to-back. Like, just 4 matches of Anna. Just, granted, it's the same players, two players doing Anna, but again, it's a nice showcase of the character just to see, like, how really strong she's been since she's been added in Tekken 7. Like, again, like, once you see, once again, momentum. Like, once Anna gets momentum, it's crazy. She has really good lows, really good way to get in.
It's a good time. It's a good time for her. A bad time for well, I mean, it depends on who you are in the audience.
Depends on who you are, yeah. I mean,
but bad time for anyone who's not in her favor, you know. But that being said, I think we'll have our last set going on for top 16, which is Jin versus CHICHI.
Yeah.
CHICHI, we got to see a little bit of their.
Yeah, CHICHI has a really solid Lars. Probably one of the better Lars that I've seen. He's really confident in getting in there. Like, if he smells blood, he will take a bite at it, basically. Like, he's a really impressive Lars. And Jin, I don't know if he's going to stick with the NENE option, but it's going to be an interesting match, like NENE versus Lars. So, definitely going to be a solid one.
Yeah, I'm looking back at it. What did we see? Because we didn't see NENE. Oh, yeah, it was NENE, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a bunch of N's and I'm just hearing Anna again in my head.
I mean, yeah, they're sisters. So,
Yeah,
like, you know, arguably Anna's probably the popular sister of the two, more than likely. So it's like, see, Devil Jin, he's not sugarcoating it. He's like, no more Nina. They're going Devil Jin.
Okay, fair enough. We're going to have a sibling fight here. As you mentioned, Lars definitely showed up. Only lost to one person. That's how they got on the loser side there. I think it's been, without a doubt, interesting to not see them continually go with Julia, which is another character that Chi-Chi's been kind of messing around with. But I mentioned earlier that it might just be a comfortability thing.
Yeah, like Lars is definitely like his strongest character, but he definitely does have a strong Julia as well. So, as you said, sibling rivalry going on. Looks like the other sibling is pissed off.
Yo.
Nice counter. Okay, nice combo.
That's a beautiful trade combo there for Chi-Chi.
All right, go for that hell sweep. I feel like okay, never seen that ender before. I feel like Devil Jin has like one of the better hell sweeps because he can literally get a full combo from that and just command the. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
He tried to go for a little reversal there, a little parry.
Okay, Chi-Chi's still throwing out some fast options there. I have noticed that despite Chi-Chi's movement, they're not prone to attempt for whiff punishes that often.
Right. Like, he's more towards the offense and guaranteed Oki setups, guaranteed follow-ups and everything. But nice throw break. He's definitely not getting any Devil Jin any room to even mount a counterattack. So there's that.
Yeah.
All right, so the theme music is playing for Lars. You got a power-up music.
Ooh, okay, little itty-bitty whiff punish there.
Wavle. Hell sweep once again. He wins that trade.
Here's why we see him called Devil. All that damage off of one low.
Yep. Stomp to the guarantee setup.
Woo. Oh,
that might be round. Oh, not quite. One more mix-up.
Yeah, you always see Chi-Chi go for that sequence there once he has Rage Drive. He just wants to dump it immediately.
Right. Devil Jin finally on the board. This might be a reverse power-up. Like as soon as Lars' power-up music begins, that's when Devil Jin can bounce the comeback.
Oh, cool. I gave him, it was a strategy. I gave him 2 rounds to make him feel confident. That was a nice backstep into the whip punish.
Right, but Lars, he dropped it, but Lars still might end this if he cinches it. One more hell sweep.
What a tech.
Oh no, hop kick, and this,
Again, 5-second rule. You drop it, you just pick it right back up. All right, Chi-Chi, 1 game on the board so far.
Game 1.
Not the cleanest win, but at the same time, a win's a win.
Right,
We take
dubs. So we're going to character select, actually. He might be going back to Nina. He might stick to the Devil Jin. Who knows?
No worries. Everyone getting the freak
Don't worry,
out.
it's the American reset. Don't worry about it. It's just the American reset.
Well, we're giving our, you know what it is?
Thumbs
it's
up,
all,
Chi-Chi with a thumbs up.
It's all,
nice little
okay.
nebula space background
Well,
going
we'll
on.
switch over. We'll switch over. We'll talk about our sponsors here today, which is MSI, of course, showing us with the fantastic PCs that they've had. Legit though, like how many extra sets have you gotten today because of how quick these load times are? Like,
It's been fast. It's been instant.
So nice.
Super instant.
Guess what? This slight break is going to take 2 seconds because of how quick these computers are. So if you've been thinking about making the jump to the modern era of gaming into PC, especially if you need a laptop instead of a desktop PC, check out MSI. They have fall deals going on right now with their laptops. It's what's been powering DTN all day today, and it's been running pretty smoothly outside events, which was Start GG, not even related.
Right? We're not going to talk about that.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
We're running on time. It may not look on time, but it's on time.
You know what's going to be on time, though, is the opening of Uptown Gaming, coming to Uptown, New York City, Q1 of 2023. They're going to have weekly tournaments, live streams, DJ performances, casual events and parties, and more to come. Honestly, for someone like myself who needs a much more casual outlet for gaming, considering how much I work, it's going to be one of those places that you don't show. It's not like the weekly where you show up and you're trying to compete, you're trying to improve, you're trying to be the next thing. It's much more casual. It's much more of a relaxed experience. So please make sure to support them when they open Q1. And then of course, yes, the Matcherino. You got that coupon. You got that little QR code there at the bottom. Gives you an opportunity to claim coupon codes, which are free money towards the prize pool, and as well as give an opportunity to be a top contributor. The top contributor of this tournament will receive a custom, one-of-a-kind micro box. That artwork is gorgeous. So if you are a collector, or if you're just thinking of transitioning to a micro box control scheme, why not try to donate and be the top contributor of today's Defend the North tournament?
That's right. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Rest in peace, Biggie.
All right, we're back into it. That took what, 2 minutes? I had to rush through those ads before we could get back into things.
You did good.
Oh, yeah. That's what I got paid the big bucks for, of course. But, yeah, we're going to go right into it. It's going to be the NENE pick after
NENE, it looks like.
for Jin.
He was having success with NENE more than Double Jin, but we'll see if it's too little too late or if he can mount an exact comeback with that.
One life to live here.
Almost all NENE players rock the motorcycle outfit. Not that I mind, that's probably her best outfit in this game.
Yeah, her OG outfit's not too bad.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh,
Ooh.
down for it too. Already. Oh.
Okay, we're going to keep
We're
going.
good, we're good.
We're good.
You ain't see that? It's your mind play. It's your eyes playing tricks on you.
Tries to set up the poison. No, not like this, not like this. We're gonna take a brief moment just to figure it out there. I'm gonna let the TOs decide what they're gonna do. But yeah, that reset might not have been a proper one to say the least, but we'll figure it out in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Why not we take a look at the bracket going on at the moment though. This is the last set of top 16, so most of our top 8 have been established at this point.
We were flying fast then.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been a fast day. Almost all of the games in the winner's side were 2-0s. It just went bam, 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 one after the other.
Right.
So in top 8 winner's side, we're going to have Ty versus RUNITBACKEDDIE.
Oh, that's going to be good.
And then SPERO GIN versus NENE.
Oh, that's going to be really good. I would love to see that one. Both of those matches are going to be really good.
And then in loser side, we're going to see Fred Distance versus Nameless. And then, of course, Nate Brassler, who was the guy I guess we saw earlier, versus the winner of this set here.
Yeah, okay.
So that's your top 8, more or less.
Interesting top 8. It's going to be really, really good. Especially, again, like the SPERO GIN and NENE. That's going to be really good. Like, how much will trickery get you far when it comes to a Kazuya that has their fundamentals in check? Right? That's always an interesting matchup to see.
That being said, like, you know NENE better than I do. You're
kind
more
of.
part
I
the
mean,
scene.
like, you know.
I've been seeing. I've been seeing a lot of Electric God win fist.
Yeah.
Is that the only fundamental you need to win if you're NENE?
For Kazuya?
Yeah.
I would say it's a good way to assert your dominance. Like, if someone has the execution to hit 3 electric wind god fists in a row in a combo consistently, personally, I would be more scared as a player to be like, oh, this guy has his execution in check. You know, I better not mess up, because if I mess up, then I'm going to pay for it with those 3 electric wind god fists. So it's all a matter of, again, asserting dominance. Like, if you feel like you're playing against someone who's the better player than you, you're going to want to do things that is a little bit out of your playbook to keep them guessing so that they don't get to the point where they're comfortable enough to go Doria, 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 like four in a row. But it all goes back to what I said earlier about Tekken being like a dance sort of thing. So when he won the monthly, it was his first monthly in New York City Tekken. He came and he beat everybody, etc. It was his first appearance that I've known of offline. So there's been killers at the monthly that was bested by him, and it's more so, again, like him having that dominance of a player, you having that confidence as a player. That's basically it is with Tekken. I know it's like that with more all fighting games, but I feel like with Tekken specifically, if you have the better confidence, you'll come out as the victor, even if, you know, you're playing against a better player. That's just how I feel.
I have a feeling this is just a test. Yeah, this is the first of two. We're just making sure that everything's functioning all here.
Right. They went to that real fast. I was like, oh, Heihachi. I haven't seen Heihachi in a while.
I actually saw him earlier today. I'm trying to remember who was playing him. It was somebody that was also, I think it was CHICHI actually. Man, you know what? Let me take a look at the bracket.
I mean, you was here all day longer than I was, so you probably might have seen some crazy stuff more than I did.
That's the thing. When you've been here all day long, what ends up happening is that your guess is as good as mine. It all becomes a blur. I think, you know, it might have been Tragic Worms.
Heihachi is a solid character.
Yeah, you know, it was. I think it was Tragic Worms versus. No, it was Majima, regular size Majima against Tragic Worms. Majima brought out Heihachi at first, and it didn't work. And then he went back to his usual character. His law. That's what it was.
Well, regular size Majima does play a host of characters, but speaking of host of characters, we got NENE and Lars in action right now.
Back again.
All right.
All right. Jin.
Just assaulting, and NENE wins that trade just like that.
Ooh.
So like NENE is not that much different from her sister. Like both of them rely on that momentum to do work. Both got really good lows too.
Yeah, that was a really solid round for Jin, who, you know, thankfully recovered from some of the frustration in the previous.
In the Devil Jin matchup, right?
Yeah.
The Devil Jin can be a bit clunky, but NENE definitely can move and blitz and backdash to her heart's content. But right now, it feels like Lars has a bit. Ooh! No one's home for that 1+2.
Too busy making our own string in front of you.
Right? That's the funny thing. You're waiting for your opponent to whiff so much that both of you end up whiffing.
It's like, oh, this is awkward. I also brought a whiff move.
Right? Well, nice punish. Keeping it simple. That's the thing with NENE as well. NENE has a lot of good strings, but if you mash and press a button, and if you're doing your unsafe strings, oh, nice side throw. Maybe Oki. Try to go for the can opener, but no one's home. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
side over out the way.
Yeah, it's just such an awkward angle. Gets CHICHI out of the tight situation there.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Is that dead?
Counter hit, that might be death. Yep. And that's the thing with NENE too. NENE has a lot of counter hit launches, just waiting for someone to press a button and just do something unsafe. Sure, majority of them are high and you can duck them, but it doesn't matter if it hits. If it hits, it hits.
Yeah. Especially if you're getting comboed into them, it's like, no blocking it. Ooh.
Oh. Caught pressing buttons. Now he gets the wall. 50% done just like that.
Ooh, the sidestep almost worked. The last track just actually caught him.
Nice sidestep block. Oh, that 4-2, no one's home.
Ooh.
Someone's home that time.
Yeah, caught you, ding dong.
Jehovah Witness. Knocked on the door multiple times. Oh. That might be it. NENE might have been the answer the whole time.
Just a slight shrug. Now, all right, we're back in the momentum of things.
Right.
Rounds are no longer being interrupted. we gotta look and see where do we get our momentum back here? What are the openings that CHICHI is missing out on?
I feel like if I was CHICHI, I would start respecting NENE's advances, because it's obvious that NENE is doing really good with her offense. And I know Lars is not really the best defensively because he also relies on offense, but sometimes you just gotta approach NENE like that and just see what she's doing. Like that, exactly, stuff like that. You just gotta observe the situation and just, you know, take advantage of new wall mechanics. Who knows?
We have seen CHICHI actually pick this stage before, and I think they do appreciate the amount of horizontal range going on.
Right.
Because even if their opponent can't push them to the wall, Lars's combos have such
Lars has really good
corner carry.
Wall carry.
Yeah.
He has really good wall carry.
But unfortunately, stuck in the wall is CHICHI, fighting their way out with the life lead in
Trying not to
tow.
get to the wall, but he still has a health advantage. He's trying to go for the miss. Nice duck. Oh, low kick, and that's going to be over. And just like that, CHICHI is at set points. Fighting for his way into top 8.
All right, keeping it safe with those kicks.
Nice sidestep.
I spoke too soon.
The thing is about Blonde Bomb, that is a very good move, but you can easily sidestep it. It's super linear.
Hey, but
It's
try
so
it twice.
good. Ah, nice up forward one. Try to go for the throw mix-up. Nobody's home.
Oh, you put yourself in the corner, but we're still going to fight. We have the
Still gonna
life
fight.
lead.
You still have the life lead. One more mix-up from any character, and just like that, down forward one. That's all you need. Nina's on the board. She's not taking it down without a fight.
Ooh.
Nice whip.
CHICHI not respecting those approaches that you mentioned earlier.
Not respecting that down forward two, and that Blonde Bomb again. Wall bounce.
Hey?
Oh, trying to go for the unblockable.
You got...
Not respecting her approach.
Oh, you got greedy there, CHICHI. And
Trying to go for it.
I kind of love it. I kind of love it.
He's playing with his food, though. He needs to end this real quick, or else CHICHI will be eliminated. So close to top 8.
You can hear the crowd outside getting riled up about this set in particular.
Is anyone's game to win or lose? Sweeping the floor. The janitor's in the building. We wiping the floor. The janitor's about to get fired. Oh! Just out of range. One more
There's the plus
mix-up.
frames. Tries with it. Big
Oh!
whip. No punish.
No, he got rage.
Ah.
And he doesn't even need rage. And CHICHI makes it the top 8, eliminating Nina on the verge of defeat. That was too close to comfort.
That was uncomfortable in
Very
so many ways. But, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we already have your top 8. We have it all figured out now. We mentioned before, we got Ty, RUNITBACKEDDIE, SPERO GIN, NENE, Fred Distance, Nameless, NAPE Brassler, and CHICHI. Your top 8 for Defend the North Tekken 7.
That is a solid top 8 indeed. Every single last one of those players in top 8 deserved to make it there. They all got history with each other. They all got stories with each other. They're definitely a solid top 8 to have in this Defend North.
All right, that'll be it for now, I believe. Are we going straight into top? I'm asking the man.
Well, no, I think top
We're
8 is
going?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Just making sure. It's been a wild day, to say the least. But you know what? I respect it. We need a little bit of rest. But anyways, it's been very fun today. I hope you all have had fun at home, making sure that you support the Matcherino and maybe even take a look into some of the products MSI has been putting out. But until tomorrow, I've been Houseman. You can find me at the Twitter that I post nothing at.
And it's once again Flowbeat, aka NAPE, at Riders at the Storm, Riders on the Storm, like the song. You can follow me, hit me up, whatever. See if I'm doing a good job, bad job, whatever. And it's been a pleasure doing the top 16 with you. It's been really fun. I enjoyed it.
I'm glad we all enjoyed it. So y'all have a good rest of your evening. Make sure to check out the other streams going on. And until then, have a good night.